Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Charles Morris. The 11 Oath Keepers, well, 2 so far are in prison and are charged with seditious conspiracy. Now, seditious conspiracy, you can have a charge, a maximum up to 20 years in prison for seditious conspiracy if convicted. Now, the leader of those keepers, Elmer Stewart Rhodes, he is facing time in prison, and he is convicted of seditious conspiracy. Now, there is another who has joined him in prison, which is on the same charge, seditious conspiracy. Sorry, so yeah, Elmer Stewart Rhodes is the one who's facing the seditious conspiracy charge. And another one of his members is also facing the same seditious conspiracy charge as well. Now, that is a maximum of 20 years in prison. If you have other felonies that you committed, that would add up to your prison time. So let's say, for example, vandalism and, theft. That could add up to additional numbers of years that you would actually need to actually stay in jail or prison, depending on how many multiple felonies you have made. And let me begin by saying that these Oath Keepers were, I believe very strongly that they just believed that there was voter fraud and that the president, which they believed, won the election of 2020, and they just, they did everything they could to make sure that Donald J. Trump wasn't thrown out of office illegally. And because they believed that he won the election against Joe Biden, the leader of the Oath Keepers said that if they certified that Joe Biden won the election and that stuff, and they tried to remove President Trump from office illegally from what they believed, that, like I said, they believed that Donald Trump won the election. Their thoughts were, if he was going to be taken out of prison illegal, or the White House illegally, removed from office illegally and that stuff, that there would be a bloody revolution from what Elmer Stewart Rhodes had said. So, yeah. So yeah, there was I'm gonna say the oath keepers were no real crazy people. They had matching outfits, and what they did was they walked into the Capitol, climbed up stairs, enter restricted areas, and attempt to try to attack democracy. That was the whole purpose of the insurrection. These people wanted to try to overthrow democracy. And not only that, but they were also doing it because they what this is also very crazy. But there was something on social media called the Donald. Now I have no idea what platform was this off. I'm gonna guess it was Twitter. From what it actually looked like. Maybe it was Facebook or even Instagram. But it could have been possible it would have been Instagram as well. But yeah, the Donald, that was Donald J. Trump's face with a black and gray arrow that was pointing upwards, and it had the face of Donald J. Trump. And the post said that we were given marching orders and, that the president ordered us to march the Capitol and try to overturn the election. That's basically what this message was. And yeah, it is really messed up. Now, many of my videos that said voter fraud's not even real, but these idiots believed in, well, they were all loyal to Donald J. Trump. That's why these oath keepers were named oath keepers, because they I believed that their oath was given to Donald J. Trump. So yeah, that's why that happened. Well, I would think that it would happen that way. I think those keepers were looking for, somebody to give their oath to. Which is pretty crazy. Yeah, that's, well, I'd be pretty scared to be, if I were in the Oath Keeper shoes and that stuff, and then if the seditious conspiracy charge was, filed against me, and I spent like had to spend like 20 years and that stuff, I'd probably I did feel like awfully guilty if I were in the Oath Keeper's shoes right now. And when I had to serve a maximum of up to 20 years and that stuff, I'd be pretty scared. And even I could not spend most of my 4th of July, Christmas, Easter, or Thanksgiving with my families anymore because I'd have to be serving up to at least a maximum of up to 20 years. And I would have just not enjoyed that. So yeah, that with that said, that would be if you can't deal with the crime, don't or if you can't deal with the time, don't do the crime. And if there's anything else that was if there's any other charge that would have been in there with the seditious conspiracy that these Oath Keepers are facing, and even this 67-year-old Navy veteran, if he is facing the same seditious conspiracy charge, then, well, these idiots get what they get. And you gotta remember, with, with, any form of crime that you commit, there's going to be a consequence to your actions. Even every wrong action that you perform, whether it involves felonies, wrong decision making, that stuff, there's going to be consequences along the way that you just have to, that you will have to face. These Oath Keepers wanted to attack democracy, and they actually wanted to change the law by force. And the leader of those keepers has said that there was going to be a bloody fight. Now, people have indeed died in the insurrection. Police, even they were trying to defend the Capitol. So, seditious conspiracy, you can serve up to a maximum of 20 years. Now, if a second attempt happens like this again, then, the consequences could be even more deadly than this. So, overall, I want to say that the election was just, completely fair. If there's any form of, anything going wrong and that stuff, it's probably going to be from Russia, Europe, or China trying to hack and meddle with the US elections, which once election day came around, we were pretty much warned about Europe, China, and Russia trying to hack and meddle with our US elections. And now, if there was any time that there would have been like some kind of fraud that would have actually gone on, it's going to be because of these other countries that would be hacking and trying to meddle with our elections here in the United States. That would be the only time that it ever happened. And if there is fraud, then the US would actually recognize that and, try to, prevent that from happening. But the election wasn't rigged. There's no voter fraud whatsoever. Dead people did not even vote because, well, you're a dead person. You can't vote anyway. And, people from other countries can't vote in another country. Like, if you're outside of the US, then you can't vote in US elections. Okay? That's just, those were just conspiracy theories that were just made up. That I feel bad for what the Oath Keepers got themselves into and that stuff. 20 years in prison because of you wanting to rebel against the government. That's just plain sad. And the leader of the Oath Keeper, Elmer Stewart Rhodes, his wife, split from him, and, yeah, Elmer Stewart Rhodes has, got what he deserved. These Oath Keepers are going to get what they deserve, and that is severe punishment from the DOJ, Department of Justice, and if these insurrection idiots can't deal with the time, they shouldn't have done the crime in the first place and that stuff. And I'll be making another video on what what former 45 had actually told his group of followers to actually do and what he said. And I'll be uploading that video eventually later on my channel. This is Charles Morris. Have a good day. If you like what's said here, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. And, these Oath Keepers are going to have some very big, severe punishment from the Department of Justice. And they won't like it. Neither will the other insurrectionists will. However, not everybody's going to get the seditious conspiracy crime like these Oath Keepers did. They'll be facing other crimes based on, they could face the vandalism charge and the theft charge and that stuff. And these people are not going to like what's coming to them. This is John Morris. Have a good day. I'll see you all in the next video.